Accompanying paper documents such as consignment notes, packing lists and packaging slips have been around in the transport and logistics services sector for decades. In an online world, paperwork has become a thing of the distant past, and virtually everybody has a smartphone or similar connected device. With everybody being digitally connected, it surely must be possible to share data in the logistical chain with everybody else, and therefore finally say goodbye to paper consignment notes. We're probably one of the last sectors still using paper. In another 10 years, nobody will be using paper in logistics. This is the file for paper documents 2016 and the current year 2017. All paper. What I'd really like to see is a solution for the paper consignment note. This would mean skipping over some of the documents and giving our drivers a digital consignment note instead. It should be said that the paper consignment note is actually pretty secure. There's really nothing wrong with it, especially if you remember it's been in use for over 65 years. But we now live in a different world. We're currently in a digital world. People want more information about when their consignment is going to arrive. They also want greater certainty, and the paper consignment note cannot meet these demands. This is why the sector has developed a community platform for the digital consignment note called TransFollow. Thanks to the TransFollow digital consignment note, shippers, logistics services, their subcontractors and consignees can all use and sign an e-CMR consignment note via a single, uniform, standardized interface. We now have a standardized platform that was developed by the Transport, Logistics and Shippers Associations, fully independent and specifically for moving away from using paper administration in the logistics sector. When processing an order and creating a consignment note on the TransFollow platform, all the parties in the logistics chain receive a message in their system or notification on their device. From that moment onwards, all parties in the logistics chain can view the digital document. When loading the cargo, the driver is able to see the digital document in order to check the consignment. The number of pallets, Danish containers or other types of packaging can also be altered to the correct quantities. Once the digital consignment note has been signed, all parties in the specific chain receive notifications immediately on their system or app. When arriving at the consignee's address, the recipient checks the consignment using the digital consignment note. Any deviations or damage are noted down or added as a picture attached to the digital consignment note. Once the consignee has checked everything, a digital signature is exchanged using the reliable digital signature system that complies with the international e-CMR requirements. When such a signed paper consignment note comes in, it is checked and sorted by the staff in order to see whether the pallets are included or whether there are any deviations in the quantities or any damage. All in all, I think that including printout, you're spending an hour or so with a single document just to find everything, and it could be a lot easier. The advantage of the platform is that it's less administratively demanding because there's no longer any paperwork, but also because the entire chain can see the information entered onto the consignment note. Packaging, for example, or returned consignments or arrival times. In other words, you reduce the cost of errors in the logistics chain. For the financial administration between the sender and transporter, a digital consignment note is actually a must, because the time of delivery is also the time when the invoice can be generated. TransFollow has replaced the 65-year-old paper CMR consignment note with an e-CMR version. The information about the consignment of goods is sent digitally and in real time. Everybody involved can view the whole process whenever they want, whether it's the shipper, the transporter, the subcontractor or the consignee.